Welcome back to Bluewater Village. I'm back, you're back, and today we are doing Bluewater Baths and Salon. Fun fact, I've never been to like a salon or a spa or whatever, so I have no clue how they look from the inside other than, some of those rom-com or, girly movies that I've seen. But then again, I've not seen a lot, so, well, I just did whatever. I have, however, been to a hairdresser, so I do kind of know how they look. So, yeah, I just kind of winged it, I guess. But I really like what I ended up with anyways. So, I hope you like it too, because I actually think that this original lot is actually pretty good. I really like the vibe that they're going for with the kind of blue-purple windows and those little fences, kind of with the glass in the garden area. Yeah, I really like that. It's actually pretty. I was actually pretty impressed. I was like, well, someone knew what they were doing and actually had some talent. It really feels when designing the houses at Max's, at The Sims 2 at least, that they really had like different designers or something, like in one neighborhood or, whatever. Some of the lots are actually pretty good, pretty decent. They look nice from the outside, as much as you can go with like fully Max's options. And, and they have nice floor plans and stuff like that, but then there are some houses that make you go like, what happened here? Who did this? Who let their 4-year-old child design a house? It's quite funny. So of course I went with my traditional brick. I really like those bricks. They are so nice. I tried to go for a very natural path in the God, I'm lost for words. I don't know how to call that. The little garden between two houses. That has a name. I know it. It's a Latin word, I think. It's not courtyard. That's an English word. But, kind of courtyard? Anyway, that, I tried to put some, like, natural stone flooring, but I didn't have any. So I just went for more brick, I tried to use those little dormers as well because I think they are adorable, and they, the roof is kind of, so straight and long. It's kind of boring, so I thought maybe some little dormers will look cute, and they do look cute, but the brick is just too dark, and the tiles of like the roof I think they are slightly brown, so it just didn't work this time. They worked really well in the bakery, but not on this lot. So yeah, I did some really nice garden work on this one. I used those little, I made those little meshes of those little bushes. You see the little hedges. I just used that amazing Bioshock converted shrub by Samantha Black, I think. And, I made like a really green, really small green version of them. So you can make, a little bit, because there are like smaller box hedges, but they are, so really square and very well manicured, and these are just a little bit smaller, but irregular, and, just give a little bit more texture to your garden. So I always like that. I also use these amazing hollyhocks. I really, really like hollyhocks in real life. They're very, I don't know if popular is the right word, but there's a lot of them, where I live. I think they grow really easy. Because even like in Amsterdam, where I used to go to a school, there used to be like houses that actually did not have like a front garden or something. They just had like this like patch of like 30 or 30 centimeters like in front of the window with just some cracks between the tiles of the street, and there would be like like a couple of hollyhocks growing, and they are so tall, and they have so many like big flowers. They're just really impressive, really brighten up like an environment like Amsterdam. So that I really like them. And they are often like near farmhouses as well. So I just very fond of them. So I really liked using them this time. I haven't used them in a while. I think the last time was at the De La Rosa house. So yeah, yay! I also used some of those lupins because we were watching BBC coverage of the Chelsea Flower Show. We noticed that there were so many lupins. I was like, I gotta be on trend. Gotta use lupins. So I just used lupin in his house. Well, as you could see, I'm trying to put a sauna here because I was kind of this is a spa. I can just put all of the, like a sauna and a massage table. Just put some like more varied objects in this lot because it's a spa. I know the other original description talks about a jacuzzi, or a hot tub, I guess. And but I was like, what's some different stuff there? Of course, I also use the Thorpe build set for the windows and the doors with the black and white. It looks so good. It will be hard because I'm gonna try to force myself to which neighborhood is next, after all the lots from like pets and stuff. I think it's River Blossom Hills. Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid using the Thorpe build set. That's a challenge I'm going to set myself. So good luck me. So here I am trying to pick out some of these awesome floral wallpapers that I downloaded. I forgot who made them and I'm very sorry. Very sorry. Should have done my homework and looked that up at the beginning of the recording, but I did not. So, but anyway, they are so pretty. I had a real tough time picking which one I want because as you can see, I think pretty much all of them are these multi-tiled wallpapers, and I think I went with this kind of green leafy one for like the salon part. It's like gorgeous. It's the prettiest salon you will ever be in. Like I'm not even joking right now. It's gonna be really pretty. Although decoration will come tomorrow. It's just man, I want to try and find that wallpaper in real life and just decorate my entire room with that green one. Yeah, and of course I'm so happy because they were like these little tiled wallpapers with like the ivy, and I was like, oh, that's such a great one for like the bathroom. That's so much fun, and as you can see, it looks really good. So I'm very excited about that one as well. A nice little ceiling, Look how amazing that wallpaper is. I'm loving it. All those different shades of green and some of them a little bit brown reddish. It's really good. Very high quality as well, so that's always a plus. I actually wanted to use some different ones for like the other rooms. I actually did. As you can see, I'm going like, which one should I pick? Which one? They're so pretty. Didn't want to do all of them like the same, so I use these more. I don't know what kind of trees they are, but those remind me of like savanna trees, but they're probably not because it's very green. So, but yeah, they look really great. So, sadly, like the 1 and 4 don't really line up that well. But I managed. So for the other for the little room, I used those one, which is also a lot of foliage. I think it's tops of trees and stuff like that. Yeah, look at that. All the shades of green, a little brown, a little bit of yellow. Oh, it's so pretty. I want all of them. I might need to try and find out where I can get those wallpapers in real life. I want to decorate my entire house with them right now. So I already placed the sauna. Actually, I know it's interior, like part of the interior, but it's more like for me to make sure I remember to put a sauna in there. So also to try and find which wallpaper, kind of wood wallpaper, like wood siding, would go best with the you know, the wood color of the sauna benches. So I actually thought about making this area a little shower area, you know. I was very creative, as you can see. I'm very happy with this one. A little archway. Yeah, it's a little bit odd to think about it, because, you know, there's big ass windows in that part, but I will be putting like a massage table and all that in there. But I was like, you know what, it's function above, no, form above function, I guess. The complete opposite of the Bauhaus rhetorical, which is form follows function. So, and I was all about form. But, you know, it functions just fine. It's a Sims, so they don't care. Like, you know, Sims will scream when they see, like, their spouse of, like, 10 years naked, so. But they have no issues with big-ass windows when they are showering, so, you know. The realism isn't, isn't perfect. You know, just put some curtains from the window. It'll be fine. So I, of course, did my shrub work, I guess. That's pretty, of course, my favorite little shrubbies. The white colors. Wanted to, you know, give it a very, very peaceful, like, palette, so. Try to use a little bit more varied foliage and flowers this time. I then decided, oh damn, I forgot the little hedges, so let's use little hedges. So it's very, you know, like, it matches the front of house, so to speak. So there. I think they are one of my best measures ever, and all I did was take the big shrub and, you know, shrink them down. Zero skills. I have zero meshing skills. I just either, like, delete things or copy them, or, you know, that's my extent. That's the extent to which I can mesh. I'm always very impressed by people who have the patience to figure it all out. So, thank you, creators, for doing that for me. Well, not me personally, but you know what I mean. For our community. So, I think forgot to put shrubs in that left little flower bed, but oh, there we go. I suddenly remembered I used lupins in the front, and I was like, I have got to use lupins in the back. So, lupins, lupins, lupins. They're pretty, they're really old mesh, I think, but they still look better than a lot of other. You know, I remember seeing the Sims 4 converted lupins, and they were just like these cones. I was like, that's not, no. You know, whenever there were like Sims 3 to 2 conversions, I was always really excited, but most of the Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversions are just like, oh, everything's so chunky. Like, it feels like toddler toys, you know? No sharp edges, like one cohesive block so it doesn't break. Yeah, Sims 4. Less said about that, the better. Anyway, that was part 1. See you tomorrow for part 2. Bye!